Can Bobi Klintman of the Detroit Pistons make the jump next year from G Leaguer to a rotation bench player? That's a major question because drafted in the second round, he's in that make it or break it second year. He looked great in last year's summer league, but started off the season with an early injury and ended up spending the full season in the G League. Can he make the jump? You know, somebody said that they're hopeful, and I'm hopeful too. But it's going to be one hell of a jump because this team is no longer where it was last season. This is no longer the team that's looking to develop guys, giving them opportunities to mess up in games, and are willing to sacrifice potential losses for a guy's learning curve. And considering the fact that Bobi Klintman hasn't exactly been able to light the G League on fire, I don't know if I would suspect or assume that he's just going to make that jump to beat out someone like Simone Fontecchio, to beat out whoever we might bring in terms of free agency, like a Bobby Portis. If we go out and get a Santi Aldama, shoot, even if we go out and get a Jabari Walker, someone who's already been getting significant playing time for the Portland Trailblazers. You know, Bobi Klintman has all the talent in the world. He's got all the metrics that you would want. 6'10", 7 foot, 7'1" wingspan. He can shoot the ball. He's got a really good looking shooting stroke. Moves well without the ball. Pretty good passer. Great in transition. But the areas where he's probably lacking the most are probably the areas that are going to need to be most solidified in order for him to get playing time with these Detroit Pistons. Remember, the foundation and identity of this team is defense, physicality. And he's stepping into a front court position at 6'10" that's going to expect him to be physical, that's going to expect him to be able to rebound, that's going to expect him to play defense. Now, here's the thing. What is in his favor is his current competition, Simone Fontecchio, isn't known for those things either. And he's taller and longer and probably more athletic. But does he have the dog in him to turn that switch and say, you know what? I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove that I can defend better than this guy and I can shoot well enough to be able to circumvent his role on this team and take that spot. Now, I'm hopeful, but it's a hell of an uphill to climb, especially considering that he hasn't exactly wowed these coaches. He hasn't exactly forced them to call him up from the G League to put him in the rotation when Fontecchio was struggling down the stretch of the season. So he's going to have to prove it in training camp. He's going to have to prove it in summer league before he even gets to training camp. And we'll see. I'm open to it. But I wouldn't be shocked if Detroit decides not to wait and bring in someone like Bobby Portis, Santi Aldama, or someone else. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'm out. Peace.